Welcome back, everyone, folks, to the NASCAR on MDK preview show. Sorry for the extremely long wait, but it is back, and today we are heading to we're heading 3 races left until Chase for NASCAR Sprint Cup. Michigan International Raceway for the running of the pure Michigan 400, and like I said, it's gonna be like what I did before. So let's get right into the news at the track at Michigan International Racing. The first story we're coming up is Jeff Gordon is not racing today. Not as well as Dale Earnhardt Jr. It will be rookie Alex Bowman who will be taking over the 88 car for the second time in his career. He raced last weekend, or not last weekend, but a few races ago at New Hampshire, was running very well in the top 10, but crashed with a handful of laps to go. Today he's racing this weekend at New Hampshire, and he has put up some good numbers. He qualified 6th for today's race, and it was second, or excuse me, not second, but it was 8th in second practice, and 10th in the third practice, 14th in first practice. Now the second story coming up is, like I said, folks, 3 races left in the Chase for NASCAR Sprint Cup. You got drivers like Kasey Kahne, Trevor Bayne, Kyle Larson, and AJ Allmendinger are among some of the drivers who are right now out of the chase. Meanwhile, Chris Buescher with his good finish at Bristol, and David Ragan with the bad finish there. Chris Buescher is now in the chase for the Sprint Cup. So if Chris Buescher, let's say, has a bad race at Michigan and Trevor Bayne gets a good weekend, Trevor Bayne will be in the chase. So right now, lots of different things so that was shaking up. So it should be interesting as we head down to the final race. Right now, let's take a look at the chase standings for as we head into today's race at Michigan. As you can see right now, with that good finish at Bristol, that moves Chris Buescher into the 12th spot in the Chase for NASCAR Sprint Cup, with Austin Dillon 55 points to the good, Chase Elliott 47 points to the good, Jamie McMurray 42 points, and Ryan Newman 35 points to the good. Now Trevor Bayne is minus 35 and 17th. Kyle Larson and Kasey Kahne are tied for 18th and 19th with minus 39 points, and AJ Allmendinger minus 58 points. So this should shake up probably after this race, and I'll tell you why. We're going to talk about some of the drivers who you might want to look out for, or you should favor out. So right now, let's head into the odds to win at Indianapolis. I mean Michigan. I don't know why I said Indianapolis. I mean Michigan. Now let's head on to the odds to win at Michigan. This is for entertainment purposes only. Joey Logano and Kevin Harvick are sitting at a 6-1 chance, with Kyle Busch sitting at an 8-1 chance. And surprisingly stat, any other driver is sitting at a 10-1. Then you got Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson tied at a 12-1 chance of winning. And it's also the second page as rookie Elliott, or not Elliott Sadler, Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson sitting at a 15-1 chance, and Matt Kenseth, Brad Keselowski, Carl Edwards, and Martin Truex Jr. are both sitting at a 15-2 chance. Alright, so let's check out the track facts as we head into Michigan International Raceway, folks. Like I said, it's a 4-turn D-shaped oval with a banking of 18 degrees in the turns, a banking of 12 degrees at the start-finish line, and a banking of 5 degrees on the back straightaway. And the track record was set by Jeff Gordon back in 2014 with a speed of over 200 miles per hour and a time of 34.587. Now we're going to head on to the starting lineup for today's race at Michigan International Raceway. You got Joey Logano and Jimmy Johnson starting 1-2. Then you got Denny Hamlin in the Toyota FedEx Express car, and Kevin Harvick in the Jimmy Johnson Chevrolet 3rd and 4th. Then you got Chase Elliott, not locked in yet. He's going to try and maybe have a comeback at Michigan after that second place finish in the summer race, starting 5th. Alex Bowman replacing both Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon is not going to be racing today due to a early commitment, and Dale Jr. is sidelined for concussion-like symptoms. Qualified 6th today, great run for him. Then you got Ryan Blaney in the Honda trying to make the chase. Jimmy Murray in the 8th, Carl Edwards in 9th, and Ryan Newman in 10th. Then just up on the outside of the top 10, Kasey Kahne in 11th and Kyle Larson in 12th. Then it's Matt Kenseth 13th and Martin Truex Jr. 14th. Actually, quick little stat. This has been like the first time in a long time that all 400 drivers qualified into round 3. Jimmy Johnson qualified 2nd, Chase Elliott 5th, Alex Bowman 6th, and Kasey Kahne 11th. So that could show the light at the end of the tunnel for Hendrick Motorsports, because they have been on a huge slump this summer. So hopefully, maybe with these starting positions, they can break out the slump at Michigan. But now we're gonna head on to the second page of starting lineups. In row 8, you have Tony Stewart and Kyle Busch, both, like I said, also in the chase. Austin Dillon 17th and Brad Keselowski in 18th. Then you got Kurt Busch, Paul Menard, Chris Buescher, who is now added into the chase, and then it's Greg Biffle, Danica Patrick, Trevor Bayne, AJ Allmendinger, Eric Almirola, Clint Bowyer, Casey Mears, and then you have Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Brian Scott, Regan Smith, David Reagan, Landon Castle, Matt DiBenedetto, Michael McDowell, Michael Annett, Cole Witt, Joshua Wise, Reed Sorensen, and Jeffrey Earnhardt, who did not qualify for today's race. However, since there was only 40 entries, he gets the last spot, and the reason due being is that he crashed during practice. Here's a little screenshot of it right now. He just gets loose coming off of turn 2 and smacked the wall hard, and we went to a backup car, so they did not qualify for today's race. But like I said, since there were only 40 entries, he still was able to get in. Now we're gonna head to the winners, losers, and my dark horse for today's race. As you can see here, the winner to me, I think, watch out for the 48 car of Jimmy Johnson. I'm telling you, I think he can break out this slump, and he showed it this whole weekend at Michigan. 9th in the second practice, 3rd fastest in 3rd practice, and qualified 2nd for today's race. He's shown some great speed, but remember, this is Michigan. Michigan has not been too kindly to Jimmy Johnson. I think around like 3 or 4 times he led the most laps, and all of them were either ran out of fuel, like either blown engine. Go back to 2009, was leading at the white flag, runs out of fuel. 2012 was leading with 5 laps to go, blows an engine. And then finally 2014 he got the win, but that was his first win at Michigan. Hopefully he can maybe get a second one today. Now, my loser for today's race, something you want to be careful of picking, is Matt Kenseth in the 20 car. He was 18th fastest in 1st practice, 15th fastest in 2nd practice, and again 18th fastest in 3rd practice, and qualified 13th today. I haven't seen any speed at all from Matt Kenseth than I saw from last year in 2015. But remember, this is a new aero package. Last year we had a lot of downforce on this car, on the cars last year. Now we have barely any downforce, so that could affect Matt Kenseth. But he's a guy you might want to watch out for and pick it for today's race. Now I got a dark horse. It's from the Hendrick Motorsports camp. I'm talking about Alex Bowman in the 88 car. Even though he was 14th fastest in the 1st practice, 8th fastest in 2nd, and 3rd fastest in 10th, and he qualified 6th for today's race. And yeah, so this shows some sign that Alex Bowman could be the breakout star for today's race at Michigan. And now we're gonna head to crunching the numbers. We're going to be focusing only on one driver, but here it is. Matt Kenseth is already locked into the chase with his 2 wins of the season back in Dover and at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. However, we're heading back to a track that Matt Kenseth has found success at very well at Michigan.
Kenseth's going to try to block him. Jarrett going for 2 in a row. Matt Kenseth leads it. Jarrett looks low. No. Kenseth to win it.
He already has one Nextel Cup championship, trying to get another, trying to make the chase for the championship. Matt Kenseth wins at Michigan.
As he works his way out of 3 and 4. Twice a winner at Michigan before. He makes it a 3rd. Matt Kenseth will win in Michigan.
Yeah, right there.
With 3 career wins at the track in 2002, 2006, and last year in 2015, in that process, he has led over 435 laps in his 34 career starts at Michigan, with an average finish of 10th and an average start of 17th. However, Matt Kenseth has not shown speed lately this weekend at Michigan. Like I said, not even inside the top 10 in any of the practices, and qualified 13th for today's race. But we do know that Toyota Power, Matt Kenseth is a guy that you sure want to look out for in today's race. Now, my pick for today's race will be the 24 car in the Hendrick Motorsports camp, Chase Elliott. Now, he came in 2nd in today's race, or not today's race, but the last time here in the summer, falls short to Joey Logano, but just a few tenths of a second car lengths. And I think Chase Elliott can learn from that mistake, because remember, what cost him the race was that he spun his tires on the last restart. I think he can learn from that mistake. Not only that, he has a very fast race car. Actually, all 4 of the 100 cars have a fast race car. Like I said, 2nd, 5th, 6th, and 11th, all in round 3. And Chase Elliott qualified 5th, like I said, shown great speed in all 3 practices. Watch out for Chase Elliott. He will be my pick for today's race at Michigan. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the NASCAR preview showing NASCAR on MDK. And for now, sit back and relax and enjoy the 2016 Pure Michigan 400. Grab a Coke, enjoy it. Here we go. It's NASCAR MK, and I'll see you in the next video.